Hello everyone, welcome back to a progress update on Simply Hard. It used to be a project for, it used to be an add-on. No, actually, it originally started off as its own thing, Lieutenant's Armory. You've probably seen it on my video a long time ago, on a video to Hell and Back. Well, I've since then took the opportunity to use existing monsters from Hard Doom and make it an add-on. Unfortunately, what's that term called when something was removed? Oh, controversy. Due to controversy, I had to remove it and do a couple arguments and shit like this, and a lot of drama. Apparently I was wrecking a quote-unquote perfect mod. So, I decided to strip my mod out, like, detach it from that is of a tumor that is of Hard Doom. No offense to the creator, but I wanted to do my own thing. So I removed it
You're a twat.
and started working on my own shit. I originally wanted to call it something simple, but I wanted to have its name implemented on the project. So I take the original monsters, the original Decorate, and I make 3 versions of them. I make the normal one, like let's just say for the zombie men, it would shoot once. For the second variant of it, use the same sprites by the way, it would be called Average Zombie Man, which would do a 3-round burst towards you. A little bit more threatening, does a lot more damage, that's for sure, because there's a much higher chance to hit you. And then there's the Tryhard Zombie, which is the hardest of them all, which would do 2 3-round bursts towards you. So doubling its threat from the last level. On top of that, Kunai has suggested that I add custom monsters. That I did. I've added a couple imp variants. They relatively have their Doom imp variant health, almost, and their vanilla counterparts in health in general. Like the Hectibus now has 600 health to match that of the original Mancubus. I've added new weapons. Kunai has made all the sound effects for the weapons, and heavily modified some existing ones, and merged them together. He even took some from other games. The BFG 10K and the BFG 9K, one of the 2 weapons, use the Sentry Buster wind-up sound as the BFG is charging. It works really well. It makes the BFG sound very menacing. Congratulations, Kunai.
Pain is...
Kunai has joined me on TeamSpeak about it. We do have some custom weapons in here. It started off as we used to add Skulltag weapons because of Hard Doom. She added Skulltag monsters for the minigunner and the like. You see these fuckers right here, the suicide bombers. Yeah, I threw those in the demon spawns. Oh my god. Shit like this is what sets us away from Hard Doom and sets us away from vanilla. We got some vanilla, like the majority of them act kind of like their vanilla counterparts. Like this, like this asshole right here. We've got a minigunner again. What else do we have, Kunai? We have a flamer, which is the newest one we haven't really tested yet.
Shotty guy.
Auto shotgun zombie. Which used to drop the Street Sweeper. It used to be a 6-barreled shotgun, but the sprites don't seem very fit at the moment. They're massive.
Yeah,
I moved them down.
Temporary things I made for it.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing an update eventually when I make the sprites, or someone makes the sprites of the Street Sweeper.
Done.
When it's done, yeah. So we're going to have to find temporary placeholder sprites so we can put that auto shotgun back. I plan on having a couple classes, so in case if you want to play with someone that uses a railgun, a BFG 9K, and a rocket launcher and the like, well, there's your class. If you want a slightly altered thing, instead of using a super shotgun, maybe the Street Sweeper like I suggested, and instead of an LMG, maybe a minigun, like an actual minigun, maybe a grenade launcher instead of a rocket launcher, a railgun instead of a plasma rifle, and a BFG 10K instead of a 9K. You'll have those options. Because the reason behind the classes is because I do not want to bloat the player's inventory. Because as it stands right now, we have a pistol, a shotgun, a super shotgun, the street sweeper, which I removed temporarily. That's 3 shotguns, mind you. An AK-47, which replaced the chain gun. A minigun, which is now an LMG, which looks like a Tommy gun. So that's 2 chain gun variants. We got a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher, a plasma rifle, a railgun, a BFG 995K, and a BFG 10K. Basically, with the 10K, it's not going to be your spammy, skull tag variant. When you shoot that bad boy into a horde, it's going to act like a big explosion. It's going to have a big radius. It's not going to have those tracers that you're so fond of having. So, keep the distance. There will be a benefit to it, and there will be a disadvantage to it. Sure, you can shoot the BFG 995K the second the projectile hits, unlike its original counterpart. The second it hits, it activates the tracers. So, keep that in mind. But it's also dangerous for when you want to get really close to a cyber demon without taking much damage. Getting up close as possible to it to do as much damage with the tracers is kind of difficult in some situations. The BFG 10K, the one with the big ass splash damage, will do full damage if you hit it directly at any distance. So you don't need to rely on tracers for the 10K. We're going to be adding new power-ups eventually, like the armor sphere, the health sphere, and shit like that, as a rare drop for one of the harder variants of the monsters. Maybe the more aggressive types. And we might have a very rare monster, like maybe a 10 or 5% chance. And when you find these guys, maybe have a 50% chance of dropping a power-up to accommodate with their sheer difficulty. Like for the chain gunners, we have the BFG Commando. I nerfed its health though, so don't worry. You can still kill it in one shot with a shotgun. Because I recently tried playing Sunder, and there's 100 chain gunners, and at least 20 of them had a BFG. Oh god. And then I had the audacity to try and load this with Drown in Blood. Biggest fucking mistake. Kunai could already see how well that went. Without further ado, we're going to do some gameplay footage here. I've been rambling on for about 8 minutes. So should we get started, Kunai? Oh, and on top of that, the pistol is the only other thing that has a different mechanic to it. Your pistol is a lot stronger, it's more useful, it's more reliable, and pistol clips, like the pistol clips out here on the ground, are strictly for your pistol and not your AK. Clip boxes are directly for your minigun and AK rounds. They do not go towards your pistol. So, there you go. Pistol is very accurate. Not only did it get a buff, but it's overall useful too, aside from its clip size to accommodate or compensate for its upgrade. The AK-47 has a reload animation, but pay no attention to it because it's purely cosmetic. Let's get in, Kunai. Oh, I can't join. There we go. Join now. Wouldn't let me join for some reason.
Ping all of a sudden.
No.
Your computer just had a fucking heart attack.
No, it's probably the mod, Kunai. I'm going to keep my commentary to a minimum because I've explained everything that needs to be explained.
You sure to fix your fucking volume?
No, my volume is definitely fixed this time. Because it was last time it was at 100%, you could barely hear me. And now I've changed it down to about 15. So. also did a remix. I've been doing those lately. So we're going to do these couple little fixes, and we are eventually going to be releasing this for the community. Another thing I have to do for the Hectobus, because their health is scaled down to their vanilla counterparts, like I said, I will have to scale these enemies down because their sprite and hitbox is actually bigger, which means on a low ceiling they would get stuck, like they did on map 5 or some other shit like that. Revenants are also different too. They fire 2 projectiles. They'll do the shooting animation twice, unlike in Hard Doom where they shoot both barrels at once, which to me looks lazy and silly and boring.
I still say they should have one more attack. They shoot 4 in a row.
Are you talking about shoot both barrels and 2 seconds later shoot?
Rockets, left, right, left, right.
I can do that. I don't see why it would be hard.
I'm not saying it'd be hard to program. I'm saying it'll be hard when there's fast monsters on.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, I made a lot of demons really fast. I made the suicide bombers fast too, and they do a lot of damage. And when you get hit, you fucking get hit. Like there's no holding punches here. And Kunai, being the asshole that he is, likes to put fast monsters on already fast monsters. I quadrupled the demon speed, so when they run at you, they fucking run at you. Like almost Doom Marine speed, like running speed. Not sprinting speed, just running speed. So he puts on fast monsters, and they're even fucking faster. Like, holy shit, you can't outrun them sometimes. By the way, green armor... Demons. Yeah. Green armor and blue armor has been buffed, but it's also a drawback at the same time. They have 100% protection, same with helmets by the way, but armor is usually designed to coast your health until you find means of finding health kits and armor bonuses to supplement the damage that you take. Well, seeing as armor now takes 100%, if you take a really good hit, your armor's gone. And that means all that armor is pretty much useless, and you have nothing to coast your health on anymore. Which means it goes by faster, and you're more prone to dying. Oh, there's the suicide bombers. Careful, the kunai. Oh, these suicide bombers have a really big radius. Like, oh, this is not fast monsters, too. They go double their speed on fast monsters. I only have one variant of Hell Knights at the moment. Oop. Which they throw 3 fireballs at the same time, or at once, like in quick succession. Succession. Sorry.
Succession.
I'll see if I can.
Oh god.
Same with the shotgunners. Holy shit.
Ow.
I'll turn the music down. I made a Metal Gear Solid health alarm for me. Should hear that. Yeah. I used that with the FL Studio Prog in Citrus. Another thing that we did, we're using Footsteps version 2. We tried upgrading to version 4 on Zdoom. It doesn't work with Zandronum 1.3. So we are programming Kunai's Footsteps. He mainly got the sounds himself, and other methods of recording sounds. And we're going to be adding compatibility for custom textures as well later on down the road. Right now we're trying to get vanilla compatibility done. We've added some Easter egg sound effects for when you walk on a computer and when you walk in F_Sky1. not many wads have it where you walk on the sky, so when you do, it should be rather amusing. We also have a new sound for bone. We have a new sound for rocks and bricks. They're now separated. Each liquid has their own sound, so oh joy. Gotta love that variation. Nothing wrong with it, that's for sure. Oh, here's the new arachnotrons, which aren't really new. Whoop. That's a new thing right there. Every time when a player dies, you hear a random sound. Either it be the Castlevania death music, Game Over music, Ninja Gaiden death music, stuff like this. Maybe even the odd shit from Oni cartoons. Well, there's Castlevania again. Oh, I'm like it.
We were originally gonna have death sounds that were just, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden death sounds, and then have like certain musical cues play when everyone in the team died and the fucking mission failed. But
yeah, I don't know how to program
limitations, gotta love them.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I knew how to get over that limitations, I would be able to add like Game Over music, like when everyone fails the mission. Don't know how to do that yet. Oh. Is there any health around here? Because I'm fucked.
Ow.
Fuck!
Oh.
Da 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 da. I'm gonna turn up the sound so you guys can have a listen for yourself. The Super Shotgun sounds is what Kunai made. Oh, they are so delicious. That chunky reload. Oh! And the beefy firing sound. Oh. They said that version 2 does not work online. Bullshit. Fucking sound works perfectly fine when you're in the server. If you're a late joiner, that's the only time that the footsteps do not work. Oh well, it's a minor thing. I can deal with it because version 4 does not work. Unfortunately. I guess it's because it's made by a different person altogether. And it's supposed to be Zandronum friendly, and I've contacted the guy about it. He has done nothing about it, unfortunately. So, what a shame. I did the HUD. Well, actually, the visor bits at the top and the corners is from Metroid Other M. I ripped them out, and I programmed everything else, like the energy. I drew the bars. I drew the text at the bottom. I took the key cards, their full sprite, not their small sprite, and I put it in the sides there because of the resolution. So, don't really know what else to talk about other than expect a lot more progress later on. Every weapon has their specialties now. The shotgun is actually half the power of the super shotgun. Sure, the super shotgun's faster at taking enemies down, but if you want to be efficient with your ammunition and need some range, well, the shotgun's perfect for you. But the shotgun has also been nerfed. It has a little bit less spread to compensate. The minigun is more of a spray and pray weapon. Like if you got lots of AK mags laying around, go for it. Fill your boots. But keep in mind that it's actually a weaker weapon. And your pistol is one of the most versatile weapons in the game. Surprising, I know. It's actually really good once you have a good supply of ammunition for it. It's great for taking out chain gunners, imps, and shit when you want to conserve your AK magazines, rockets, plasma, and shells. So, the Lost Souls have also been drastically improved. They don't just charge in one direction. When they charge at you, they can change their trajectory in mid-charge. So, let's be careful. Still don't know what I want to do to improve it though. Like, I do want to add some random spawners for the Baron, the Hell Knight, the Arachnotron, and the Mancubus, but unfortunately at the moment, sector scripts or sector tag 666 and 667 break. It's a big shame it is. Oh, that's an Actibus. So I'll keep playing the video until Kunai dies. So, yeah. As you can see in the bottom.
It won't be that much longer.
Man, we got no health. I hear that suicide bomber. Took me up to now just to realize what that fucking screaming was. Ironic, I know. Ah, shut up!
He's under there a bit.
Well, that does not look friendly. Is that in the courtyard there, Kunai? Oh, hi. I was expecting a trap.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
Maybe it was a trap. It's kind of, delayed by an hour.
They're a little late to the fucking party. I've never seen all these maps, so bear with me. Map that everyone fucking swears by for some reason. I don't see what the appeal is in it. Fucking monster closets, monsters coming out of the ground, and this mod is not made for that. It's not made for that kind of bullshit. Because by then, the monsters are saying, "Spread your cheeks, boy." You have no time to prepare for the butt rape. The surprise butt sex. And that shit. Painting elementals in the walls.
Yeah.
I don't get why people do that. It's bad level design. I kinda get why they did it, just to make it seem like the wall is summoning monsters, like those old arcade games. But still, I still think it's bad level design, nonetheless. I'm really bad at writing out my own updates to my progress because I'm always stumbling over my words. And of course, I'm one of those people that's too lazy to write down. Oh god, couldn't I grab the shell box? Oh, well, that works.
Never write down that shit.
You just say it, you just wing it?
Yep. Whenever I do talking or like gameplay and shit, I just go with it.
No.
Same thing for the reviews, too.
Say what's on your mind.
Yep. That usually changes.
Oh, this motherfucker climbing up on the wall, stairs like that. And take it the pain elemental's not dead?
I guess not. Shot into there multiple times.
Oh no, could I?
I don't really have any ammo, do I? Oh,
There's
no.
lots by the stairs. Oh! Look out!
I got out of the way.
Da 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 da. See you in the next one, guys.